Hey, hi, this is Manjuna Chandraya. Today we'll be learning how to use XLOOKUP formula. Today we'll be learning the basic XLOOKUP function. So I have a data here, employee number, name, designation, contact details, and the team. So I need to pull particular person's details, all these details. Say I need to pull the contact details of the particular person. So we say this employee number is 1009 and we need to pull the contact details. Let's start. So start with X lookup, open bracket. So it says lookup value. So we are looking this value in the array. So this value is in the employee numbers. So I'm going to select the employee numbers. So select the employee numbers, comma. What we are trying to get the return. So it's, you can say return array. So we're looking for the contact details. So I'm selecting the contact details, comma, and we need the exact match. So my exact match will be false. I can either you can type it as false or you can put it as 0. Close the bracket, hit enter. So you can see this contact details has been picked for this. Let's see if I put 1017, it is taking the 1017. This is the basic one. So let's say I want entire data, entire employee number, designation, contact, and the team all in for this particular employee. So for that, what we can do, again, you can use the XLOOKUP, open bracket, lookup value. We are looking for this employee number, lookup array. So we're looking this in the employee column. So I'm selecting the entire employee column, comma. Next is the return. So what you are trying to get the return. Return we need all this information. So I'm going to select this employee name to employee team. So I select entire range because we need all the information. So comma, the match, we need the exact match, 0, and close the bracket and hit enter. So now you can see it has taken Satish and the name, designation, and the telephone number and the team. So let's change to say 1013 013. Now you can see Raju, team, and his mobile number and the details. So it gives a number by selecting the range of the column. I hope this how to use XLOOKUP function for multiple sheets. So I have a data here with the employee name, and the department. These are the employee numbers. I need to get the name and the department. So there are two departments here. Department 1 has the employee name, the name, and the department. Employee 2 has a few employees and their names and the department. I need to get this information to the final sheet. Let's start. So to get this, what we can do, we can use the XLOOKUP function, open bracket. So the employee, we are checking the employee number. So comma, lookup array, what we are looking it. So looking employee in the department. First go to the department 1, select this one. So freeze this cells using F4 function, comma. So next the return value. So return value is what we are trying to request, the name and the department. So I'm selecting the both the range to do F4 function. So this will end the first condition. Hit enter. So now you can see this we're getting for one sheet. When you copy this formula down, it is not working for the other sheet. The condition is for one sheet, automatically taking the both the departments. So you can go here again to the left corner, just remove the open bracket, start with the comma, XLOOKUP again, repeat the same function. So D3, go to department 2, select this particular employee for the information, but we are searching in this for these employees. F4 to lock. So return array is nothing but department 2, we need this information. So I'm going to department 2, selecting this, placing it using F4 function. So default, if you don't give comma 0 or false for the exact match, so if you don't give also it takes. because automatically it takes as a default as a exact match. It close the bracket, hit the enter. So we need to close double brackets. So now I'll copy this formula to down. Now you can see it's picked for the rest of the values. So it has one shot, it has taken all the information. No need to give each column. So once you give the range, it takes the range of all the information what you needed. So even there is a multiple sheet, you can, again you start with the comma. So again you start with comma XLOOKUP for the other department. So you can add a number of sheets if there is. You can add that formula, repeat the same instruction and hit enter, and it will pick the data from all the sheets. So if I delete somewhere here payroll 1006, it is showing us 0 here. Payroll. So easily taking the data. I hope this formula was helpful. We'll be learning how to use XLOOKUP for both vertical and the horizontal criteria. So I have small data with the employee name, and the sales for the month, and the employee details. So what we are trying to find is that a particular employee ID for a month, we need to find the sales. As you can see, employee ID is in the vertical, the sales of the month is on the horizontal. Usually earlier we were using the index versus the match function, but we can use the XLOOKUP to get the data vertical with the horizontal as well as. So let's try. So first thing, we'll start with the XLOOKUP, open bracket. So lookup value, so we are looking this number, comma, lookup arrays, we are looking this employee in the employee ID. So I'm going to select this entire range, do F4 function, comma, and the return array. So we can't take it because the sales is in the horizontal way. So what we can do for the return part, again we do a XLOOKUP, open bracket. So lookup value, we're looking for a month under where, on the C to H1. I'm going to select this range, do F4 function, comma. Now it's asking the return array. Return array is what we want to get the result is the sales amount. So I'm going to select this entire sales amount range and do a F4 function to log the cells and close the bracket. Since we have opened two brackets, we need to close by two brackets. So I'm going to add one more closing bracket, hit enter. So now you see 1004 January F101. So let me change it to April. So April 004, April is 4400. Let me change the 109 4900, and you can see here 4900. We're able to pick the data both the criteria by horizontal as well as the vertical wise. I hope this session was helpful. Do let me know for any other function. I'll try to create the video in the future. And thank you for your time. Happy learning.